This is Sunseeker's brand new Predator 60 Evo. It's brand new here at the Southampton Boat Show, and we're going to take a quick look on this one and show you what it's all about. And we'll start off at the back. There is a tender garage in here, and that will take a Williams 325. In fact, apparently you can squeeze a 345 in if you deflate the bow, and above that there's a big sunbathing area, as you would expect. What they've done with this boat is really opened it up. So there's a great cockpit area out here. There's also the wet bar, and in fact there's even a little Sentia joystick control, so you can control the boat from here if you're reversing into a berth. But this is the thing I think was particularly special, is the fact that you can lower the window on this side. This door opens completely, so completely that I don't even know where it's gone, and then this completely links these two areas. And then there's a massive sliding roof, you can see just there. And what they've done is, by putting a decent overhang on here, they've managed to actually get a solid roof and a huge opening. That's very clever. In fact, you can just see the roof there. So it's a carbon fibre framed with glass panels roof. But as I say, this really links these two areas together brilliantly. This is this drop window. You can just see it disappeared into there. Okay, let's head on a bit further. So this is your saloon area, or, as we have it here, an extension of the cockpit, depending on how you configure it. Of course, you can then close all this up, close the roof, and have this completely enclosed if the weather's not so good, or if the weather's so good that you want a bit of air conditioning. There is a fridge up here, and then in here is your bar area. And of course, it has the drop-down TV at the back of that. Helm is just up ahead. There's two really lovely helm seats. I like the way they've done this. And this is nice as well. Little details like this work so well. And the carbon fibre here with the black gloss, that looks great. There is a lift-up section. You can just see it down here, so that you can have that dropped in to give you a little bit of extra height, and that means that you can stand at the helm and get a really good view out over the front of the boat without having to look through the windscreen if you prefer. Or of course you can sit down and then that's your view like that. Okay, let's head on down to the lower deck and see what they've done down there. This is nice, the way they've curved this woodwork, that looks really good. There's a great galley area down here, so they've gone for the galley down setup. Excuse the bit of music, we've got a Sunseeker video playing here. And in here there are things like the dishwasher, but what I do like, look at these handles, these are great. There's like a sort of a knurled finish on there, that feels lovely. Miele cooking equipment, and then loads of storage in places like this, all neatly wrapped out so it keeps everything safe. Okay, we will head forward first of all. There's a dinette, and of course this will fold out, so if you're using this for eating you can get a bit more table space, or if you're just using it as a little area to tuck yourself away, then that makes a nice little cocktail table. And then forward of this is, look at these doors, these lovely stainless steel strips on them, they look really nice. And those nailed handles again. So, VIP guest cabin. Great size. This of course has storage all the way around it, and there's a hatch up above for ventilation and extra light, and of course another way out of the accommodation. This has ensuite access to the day heads, but of course that's also access from the main passageway just here. You can see that door just in behind there. But decent size, nice separate shower stall, very nicely finished as well. That looks really good. There's a third cabin on this one, so if we head back here, there's a nice bunk bedded cabin tucked away, and that's got a decent sized window in it, as you can see. Let's head on back a bit further. Now back here is the master cabin. So this of course is an ensuite cabin, and it is the full beam of the boat. That's a great size, loads of headroom in here, and a nice flat floor all the way around. So as you can see, you can just walk around this cabin like it's a bedroom. It's fantastic. And some really neat lighting solutions, things like this here, and these little pin lights that sort of look invisible until you go right underneath them. Big windows, and a view of Southampton Boat Show, and a few more Sunseekers down there. Like this little seat they've put next to it. Huge TV in here. And then there's more storage over on the other side. But again, that lovely finish to the woodwork with these curved areas like this, that looks really nice, very, very classy. These are good too. Excellent. Okay, so the ensuite in here is through on this side. Obviously that's a large one, that's really nice. I love the way they've done this back wall, that looks great. Okay, let's head on out of here, back into this area. This feels really spacious when you come into here, actually. The whole boat feels very uncompromised. Okay, let's head on up, back into here. This, you get a sense of the openness as you come up into here. That just works so well, and the fact you can close it all up as well. We'll finish off with the engine compartment. Now, interestingly, they're doing this boat with IPS or shaft drive. So IPS is your pod drive, and shaft drive is your conventional setup, which is what we have in this boat. So let's go on down. So in this one we have D13 900s. You can also have D13 1000, or as I say, the IPS pod drive. With these engines, I'm told speeds are in the low 30s, so about 32 knots, that sort of area. But a pretty decent engine room in here. This is the front of the garage, that's what that is. Huge fire extinguishing system, and all your electronics and other systems going on. Superb. Okay, let's head on back up and finish off, because the show is about to open. So this is going to be a busy boat, I suspect. These are quite clever. They have little catches on them. You actually have to physically release them in order to drop that back down. There we go. So they can't get dropped accidentally. Now the very final thing to look at is the crew cabin. So if we head right to the back, there's a little button we can press here, and that allows this to open, and we can step into here. It's a 60-foot sports boat, so it's not massive, but it is somewhere that if you were just on a passage and wanted to take a skipper for a couple of days, somewhere where they can tuck themselves away. And then the toilet is under there. As I say, if you're looking for permanent full-time crew, this is probably not the boat for you, but it does give an extra area, or in fact it can be used for storage. Excellent. Okay, so that is about it. Sunseeker Predator Evo 60. I think they've done a great job on that, and I really do like just how incredibly open it is for a hardtop boat. I think that's brilliant. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll hope to catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.